The University of Memphis Rifle team is preparing for their first match on October 10th. But what is rifle? Well, it's a relatively unknown sport that requires precision, consistency, skill, and mental stamina.
When I'm like, hey, I'm like a student athlete here, they're like, oh, like, what do you shoot? Or like, what sport? And normally because I'm tall, I get like volleyball, basketball, that stuff. And I'm like, no, like I shoot rifle. And they're like, oh, is that part of the band? Or is that like ROTC? And so many people just aren't familiar with the fact that like rifle's a thing.
In a match, each competitor shoots 60 shots in the small bore category, 20 kneeling, 20 prone, and 20 standing. They then shoot an additional 60 standing air rifle rounds. The overall winner is determined by combining the small bore and air rifle team total scores into one aggregate score.
When people ask me what it's like, I would say it's a lot like bowling. It's not necessarily physically difficult, but to bowl a perfect game is, most people can comprehend what that's like, and that's kind of what the standard is, what we're trying to do. So we're trying to get a perfect shot every single time without fail.
Rifle may not be the most physically demanding sport in the world, but it is one of the most mentally taxing. These athletes are required to shoot the tiniest of targets over and over again in hopes of achieving the perfect score.
It's really hard to keep the mental aspect of it in check. They say shooting's 90% mental, because once you have your physical stance down and you got your game down for that, then it's the whole process and how I approach the target.
Quality practice is vital. The team members shoot thousands of rounds a week. They also put work in outside the range. Rifle may not be a game of high-flying acrobatics, but the athletes spend plenty of time in the gym. A strong core is needed for balance, precision, and to avoid injury.
So our workouts for the most part are injury preventative. We stand in an awkward position, and so it's to prevent like severe back pain. That's one of the biggest issues within the sport. Anyone who's been doing it for a long time usually has some serious back issues. I know me, I've developed a little bit of scoliosis.
Well, we really focus on core strength, balance for sure. You can see us in there. We're looking to stay perfectly still, and just having an overall well-rounded physique, because if you're not strong enough, our rifles weigh about probably on average around 12 pounds. So if you don't have like the arm strength to hold it up, core strength super important.
Reporting for the Daily Helmsman, I'm Tucker Maxwell.